Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose and today I want to make you a video about my skincare routine. Yay! I wanted to make this video for a really long time because I am really into skincare. My skincare is really minimalistic. I have been sticking to it for many years. I just made like small changes. If you are into skincare as well, you're interested in the products that I'm using, how I'm using it, etc., then just keep on watching. So I used to be the kind of person I would just use a random face wash, some kind of moisturizer, and that would just be it. Like for many years, since I'm a teenager up to my like mid-20s or so, and then I started taking it more seriously. I started looking at ingredients. I started looking at what my skin really needs, and this is how I kind of made this really minimalistic skincare routine that I actually can stick to. I'm not the kind of person that wants to use 15, 20 overpriced products that I don't really see a whole big difference in my skin. I want to see results. I want something that's easy to use and that I will actually use. It's not like giving me any discomfort. It's like just easy to work with. So this is the kind of style that I go for. I also don't spend loads of money on skincare. I just spend a lot more on fragrances, which is not necessarily something I recommend. Technically your skin is more important, but it's just, whatever, each to their own. But let's start with the first product. This, guys, has changed my life for the better. And I mean, not necessarily this specific product, but the type of product, and that is a facial cleansing oil. Currently, I am using this one, which is a really cheap. I know I have some German viewers, you will know this. This is from a German drugstore. It's the drugstore brand, which I love. I think they make really good products, generally have good reviews in like the test results and so on. Obviously, I'm aware that only some countries has this. I know Germany, I think Spain, and like some other European countries have this, but I know that still most of my viewers are US Americans, so you will not sadly be able to get this. But I alternate my facial cleansing oils anyway. Like there's 3 that I really like. This is actually my second favorite, but it is really affordable. I think this is like maybe €3. $3. Something about my skin which I think is really important to know, because obviously we all have different skin types. My skin is a bit complicated. It's very dry, even though it might not look like it, because I tend to use glowy stuff. I tend to use, like my foundation is not matte, like my cream is kind of rich. So I will always have a bit of shine in my face, which I personally like. But my skin is actually super dry. But I also am prone to blemishes, like to get pimples and blackheads and so on. So I also have to be careful, and I'm also very sensitive. I usually use fragrance-free stuff in my face, and I like to use things that don't have too many ingredients, unless I've tried them and I'm okay with it having more ingredients, but the lesser the better for me, because it's less that I can be sensitive to or can have any kind of irritation. There's just so much that irritates my skin, like also makeup, foundation, creams, peelings, and so on and so on. And I just get a breakout and I just get like redness and so on. So I'm careful. So if you are like me, you have dry skin, but also skin that tends to get blemishes and that has like not the finest pores either, sensitive skin that gets sunburned relatively easily as well, then I think this video could be especially interesting to you. And guys, if you use a waterproof makeup and you have dry skin, use a cleansing oil to wash your face. Seriously, this is my strong recommendation. It's probably one of the things that has changed like the most, like that has changed my skin the most, because I always had the problem whenever I used any kind of facial wash that my skin was so dry after. Like if I use a gel cleanser, if I use a foam cleanser. Nevertheless, even if it was for dry skin, I always ended up feeling my skin felt like tight. It was like hurting. It was flaky, like yeah, it was really not nice. So oil cleanser for me has absolutely changed my life, because it removes makeup. Another thing that I've tried so many cleansers and they just do not remove makeup. Like they just don't remove makeup like just the regular makeup, and especially they don't remove a waterproof makeup, like waterproof mascara especially. So if you have these problems and you want something that really thoroughly, like 99.9% removes all of your makeup, and you don't want your skin to dry out, try a facial oil. So this one is the, just for the German viewers and the one that have a Rossmann in their area, it's the Isana Pflegendes Reinigungsöl. This one, for example, has some natural oils, a cleansing agent, some, I think this is vitamin E, almond oil. It's just a couple of simple ingredients. There's some chemical ingredients as well. It's not like totally natural. This is another thing, by the way. I have tried 100% natural cleansers and also cleansing oils. Haven't worked for me. I think you need some kind of chemical component for it to really remove the makeup. My second alternative that's also available for you from the US, it is the Deep Cleansing Oil by DHC. This is also a really good one. It doesn't break me out at all. It's very gentle on the skin, removes makeup really well. This is my third favorite. And then my absolute favorite is the one that I've used the very first time when I discovered cleansing oils. And that's also the most expensive one. So I don't always buy it. I alternate, like I said. It's the Pre-Cleanse by Dermalogica, which technically you are supposed to use this as a first step and then clean with another cleanser. I never did that, and it's still like 100% removed all of my makeup, really gentle. I love the scent. I felt like it was making my skin really nice and glowy and soft. So the Pre-Cleanse by Dermalogica is another product that I would highly, highly, highly recommend if you have a similar skin type like me. Second step that I have used on and off is a rose water toner, but honestly at the moment I'm not using it. I basically just use it for the scent because rose water smells amazing. It's just the pure natural rose scent, which you know that I love it. I mean, I have a fragrance channel and rose scents are my favorite. So I use this more as like a comforting thing every once in a while. Like I buy it sometimes, but I honestly don't think it does that much. So I'm leaving it out right now because I'm making this purely functional. The next step that I use, and I actually don't do this every day, I do this more every other day, is the Garnier Skin Active Vitamin C Glow Booster Night Serum Pure Vitamin C 10%. This one, I have used multiple vitamin C serums or creams or whatever, and I found this to be the best for me personally. I know there's stronger ones out there. This has pure ascorbic acid, which I do look for because it's like the most active ingredient, like the most active vitamin C, which works the strongest. But I like this because I feel like it's gentle. I've had some irritation with vitamin C. I've had some problems with this sometimes, and I found that this one does not irritate me even if I use it every other day. Actually, even if I use it every day, it doesn't irritate me. And I've seen a definite difference in my skin since using this. My skin gets very, very smooth, very, very soft, very clear. Vitamin C is really great if you want to do something for those fine lines, if you want to do something for your acne, if you want to do something for age spots. It just acts as like a slight peeling thing that makes your skin smooth. It's like a chemical peel basically. For me, it makes my skin like super smooth, and like my blackheads get reduced a little bit. It's basically like makes everything a little bit better. Obviously, it's not a magical serum, but I can tell a definite difference. I've used this only a couple of times and I've noticed a difference. I mean, now I've been using it for a long time, but after I think about a week or so, I've noticed a difference. So this is the newest addition, nevertheless, to my skincare routine. I have used other vitamin C's. This is my favorite, and so this is the one I'm gonna recommend to you. Then this is my third step, or on the days I don't use it, it's my second step. This is the Garnier Organic Vitamin C Glow Moisturizer. So it's from the same line, and I really like the scent of this one. This does have a really subtle kind of lemony, slightly herbally, creamy scent. I really like it, and it doesn't irritate my skin. It makes me feel moisturized, like it makes me feel like my skin is really drenched with moisture. I don't really feel like it has any like brightening or anti-aging effects or anything. I purely use this for the moisturizing effects because I think the vitamin C content in here is not high enough to really have much of an effect. That's why I combine it with the serum, which you can really tell a difference. This I just use as a regular moisturizer for my nighttime skincare routine. Then about twice a week or so I use tretinoin, which is a vitamin A acid, which you can get prescribed from your dermatologist if you haven't heard of this. This is the Portuguese version, but you can get the same product in your country, just it will have a different name. I use the 0.5 tretinoin version, so it's like I think in the US it has a milder and a stronger version, so this is like the in-between version, but actually here and in Portugal, they just have this and there's nothing else. This, like I said, you can get prescribed by your dermatologist. So if you're interested, contact them and talk to your doctor about whether this is the right thing for your skin. I use it for blemishes. I use it for anti-aging mostly. It helps you get a clearer skin. It also boosts collagen production, which is the thing that kind of fades away once you age and that makes you look older, basically gives you wrinkles and so on. So it has an anti-aging effect, it has an anti-pimple effect. Yeah, but I will say though it's quite drying. So if you have dry skin, I know some people use this every day, especially people that have greasy skin. Some of them use it every single day. I only use it around twice a week because if I do it more often, my skin will start to get super dry and peel a lot. And yeah, I just cannot handle that. I mean, as it is, my skin is dry. So for me personally, you have to test this out if you're interested in this product. How much you can take, basically, how much your skin can take. Talk to your doctor about it. I use it twice a week for now, and I'm pretty happy with the results. Then I have my chemical peel that I use around once a week usually. It's by The Ordinary. It's AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution, 10-minute exfoliating facial. So it looks blood red, which I think is so beautiful, even though when you put it on your skin, you look slightly crazy. Like you look literally like you have blood in your face, which, you know, I mean, I guess it works for Halloween, but this is my favorite AHA BHA combination. It does prickle a little bit, it does tingle a little bit if you leave it on for, sometimes I leave it on maybe for like 12 to 14 minutes, not longer than that though, because like I said, I have sensitive skin. It does start to tingle a little bit. I've noticed, especially if I've been out in the sun and I've used it after, or if I use it if my skin is still quite dry from the tretinoin use and then I use this. So I'm a little bit more careful with this. This is the product, I think, this and the tretinoin, obviously, these two products are the ones that are the most intense. So, which doesn't mean necessarily that it's my favorite product. I think a mix is what really gives the biggest benefit. But this can tingle a little bit. I wouldn't say it's not burning though. If it's burning, wash it off. It's clearly not working for you. Like I said, I only use it once a week because I don't want to go crazy with my skin. And I think it does a really good benefit to my skin because, again, it helps with blemishes, it helps with smoothing, it helps with blackheads. I use this mainly for my skin to be clear. So this is the biggest factor. I think the biggest benefit that this product has is that your skin stays clear. So if you use it on a regular basis, at least once a week. So this is the Ordinary AHA and BHA solution. All right, so that was everything I use at night. I should have maybe said that in the beginning. That was everything I use at night. In the morning, the only thing I do every single morning, I only ever wash with lukewarm water. Like, unless I have been sweating like crazy and I feel like using my cleansing oil again, but almost like pretty much every single day I just use water because I don't want to dry out my skin. So I don't like to wash it too much. So like with cleansing products, so I just use water, and then I just use my sunscreen as a moisturizer as well. So it's both, because this is a quite moisturizing sunscreen. I don't need to add another moisturizer on top. I don't need to mix it with moisturizer. This is moisturizing enough as it is. This is the Caudalie 50 plus SPF Venus Sun Protect Very High Protection Lightweight Cream. Invisible, fragrance-free, antioxidant. So This has, like it says, it has some antioxidants. It is fragrance free, which like I said, I generally prefer, even though I know I just said my moisturizer has a fragrance, but I'm okay with it because it doesn't irritate me. But I appreciate this one doesn't. It does not burn my skin at all. Even if my skin is irritated, which literally has never happened to me with a sunscreen, because I always find that sunscreens do something to my skin that makes it irritated. I don't know. This one does not. So this is my favorite sunscreen that I've ever used. Doesn't irritate my skin, makes it really moisturized, but not sticky. This is the good thing about this. It's literally your skin feels really moisturized, but it doesn't give you that super sticky, greasy feeling, but it doesn't dry your skin out either. So it's the perfect, I think it's a perfect cream for dry skin if you don't want to look like a grease ball, but you also don't want to dry out your skin. If you have similar skin to me, then I would 100% really highly recommend you this product. If you cannot find this product in your country, because honestly I'm not 100% sure, since this is a French company, if this is available like everywhere. The other sunscreen that I've used prior to this has been discontinued. Of course, always my favorite products get discontinued. But the one that I've used prior to that one was the Avène fragrance-free fluid ultralight SPF 50+. So that was the one I've used prior to that. It's also a really light fluid that doesn't make you greasy at all, but I will say though it is not as moisturizing as this one. So if your skin is maybe more mixed or even maybe a little bit greasy, I would recommend the Avène fluid more than this one. If your skin is more dry, then I would recommend this one more. They do have another one that is more for like dry to normal skin, but I do find that one is a little bit sticky, but if you feel like that suits your skin better, then try that one out as well. Alright guys, that was my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit interesting and helpful to you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.